Hey, Namaste, good morning. Today we are going to learn about the national pride, which is the lesson in class 9 social studies book. So let us start the lesson. So you can see the picture over here and see the picture they talk about Mount Everest, and there is another picture of the flag of Nepal. Even we have Janki Mandir, the pride of our country, and here is another one slide that talks about national anthem of our country. So these are some of the national pride of our country. About them we are going to talk about today. So first let us talk about what is national pride. So we should know that national pride is the feeling of love, devotion and sense of attachment to a homeland, an alliance with other citizens who share the same sentiments. Let us take the example. Nepal is rich in cultures, natural beauties, architectures, and others. Even there are a number of things related to historical and cultural aspect of our country, which make Nepal known throughout the world. All these assets of our country are our national pride. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about them. Let's start the lesson. Okay, the first we will talk about the cultural aspect of our country. See the pictures here. The picture it depicts the varieties of cultural celebrations that are celebrated in our country. It also shows the festivals which are celebrated or observed in our country. See the picture? It sees we can see that there are varieties of colors in the different festivals of our country. People they are decorated in their own cultural dresses, ornaments, and they have their own identity in different festivals. So let us move forward and let us talk about the cultural aspect of our country. Nepal is multi-religious, multicultural, multi-geographical country. We all know it. People here follow different lifestyle, cultures and rituals on various background of caste, religion, climate and so on. Take the example, so many festivals, rites and rituals are observed here within a year. On the special days, people feel overjoyed tasting typical dishes in their cultural dresses and ornaments. We can find people exchanging good wishes and happiness in groups. So it means that Nepal is a land of various rites and rituals as well as festivals. So let's move forward. See the picture. This is the picture related to Viva Panchami that is observed in Janakpur Dham of our country. And on this day, the dola of Ram and Janaki is taken to the different parts of the city so that people can worship Ram and Sita to mark the marriage ceremony of Ram and Sita in Tetrayug. So this is the picture of Viva Panchami Dola. This is one of the example of greatest festival that is observed in Tarai region of our country. Let's move forward. This is the picture that talks about Gaura Parva. Gaura Parva is one of the greatest festival of the women who are living in far western development region of our country. Even here we have another picture. See the picture, maybe you have seen the picture before also. This picture it shows the celebration of Seto Machindranath Ko Jatra, and it is popular in Newar community of Kathmandu. In the same way, we have some more slides. See the picture. Here the Muslims they are celebrating Eid, and they have gathered together to worship together and exchange the wishes between each other on the auspicious occasion of Eid. See the gatherings over here. There are the Muslims, and you know that in our country we have some percentage of the Muslim people living over here. Now let's move to another slide. See the picture. This picture maybe you have seen before also. This is the celebration of which festival? Do you all know? This is the festival of Buddha Jayanti. You know that Gautam Buddha was born in Nepal. There are more than 8% of the population which belong to Buddhist community or which belong to Buddhism, and this is the celebration that is observed every year on Vaishak Purnima to celebrate the birthday of Gautam Buddha and even his enlightened day as well as salvation day. See the picture? This picture it talks about Mahavir Jayanti. There are some people in our country who belong to Sikh community. Oh, I'm sorry. It is the celebration of Guru Nanak Jayanti by the people who belong to Sikh community. See the picture. The Sikh people, they are so happy in their own attire that is little bit different from the attire of other communities. And this is the celebration of Shakela Parva, and this festival is related to Kirat dynasty. And see the people, they are well dressed up in their own cultural dresses, and they are just dancing in front of the Margathan and celebrating their festival. This is the celebration of Christmas, everybody knows. So there are some Christians who are living in our country, and they also celebrate the Christmas on 25th of December every year. Similarly, you know about Jibro Chhedne Jatra. It is one of the popular jatra in Bhaktapur, and people they are happy enough to celebrate their jatra in a grand way. So it means that in our country we have varieties of festivals which are celebrated every year, and this means that we are rich in cultural heritages. So let us move back to the different slides. So it means that in our country Nepal we have varieties of celebration, and now what we should know is we are rich in different culture and festivals. We have different types of musical instruments which are popular in our country. That is also our cultural heritages. In the same way, what we should know is in our country Nepal these days there is rapid change in cultural pattern of our country. There is a mixture of different culture and way of life in Nepal. And for example, what we should know is, you know about Chhat. I hope that you all know about Chhat. Chhat is one of the greatest festival of Hindu of Tarai region. But these days, it has become popular among the people of hilly region too. And you must be uh, overwhelmed to know that even some Muslims of Nepalgans they celebrate Chhat these days. And on the other hand, let me talk about Tees. Tees is another festival which is the festival of women of hilly region. But these days, even the women of Tarai region they are observing Tees. So it means that now these days the celebrations, the festivals, they have got mixed up. Now we don't discriminate the people on the basis of the celebration of the festivals. If I am Hindu, even I can celebrate Christmas. Even sometime, if you are Christian, then you can come to my home and you can receive tikka from the elders in my place. Even the Muslim friend of mine could be invited by me to take part in the celebration of Tiyar. So it means that these days there is intermingling of varieties of culture in our country, and it has strengthened the unity in diversity in our country, and this is one of the greatest cultural aspect of our country. I hope that you have got me related to cultural aspects of our country, which is our one of the greatest pride. Now let us move to another slide. Now our another another topic is national flag of Nepal. So I don't think that I need to speak too much about national flag of our country. So see the picture. First, let us talk what is a national flag. So everybody knows that a national flag is an emblem that represents and symbolizes a country. The national flag represents us, our glory, and shows patriotism and nationality. It represents a country in all formal programs, sports, and our victories and so on. So whenever we see flag of our country, then we feel proud of ourselves. So let us talk about the flag of our country. Yeah, see the picture how happy Gaurika Singh is when she was carrying the flag of Nepal to resemble her country in the SAG game that was held recently in our country. So now let us talk about the different colors which are used in the flag of our country. So you can tell me, what does blue color represent here in the flag? So it is there. The blue color in the flag of our country represents peace and harmony. And what about the crimson color, which is the flower of the flag? The crimson color is Nepal's national color. You know about it. In Nepali we call it Simrik Rang. Yeah, and that color reflects the brave spirit of the Nepalese people or the Gorkhali soldiers who have kept their country independent up to now. The two triangles here in the flag of our country, they symbolize the Himalayan mountains. And you know about the sun and the moon. The sun is there at the at the triangle at the down, and the moon is at the upper part. And these two celestial bodies or heavenly bodies in the flag, they represent that the country or our country Nepal remain in the world or remains in the universe until there is sun and moon in the sky. So it means that we are proud of our country. Yeah, so this national flag, it is the pride of our country. We all are proud of it. You know that there is no any country with the flag that is in triangular shape, and but we have it. It is one of the unique flag in the world. And another thing I want to know from you all, that how this flag is constructed. Why the border should be blue? Why this celestial bodies or heavenly bodies, sun and moon, should be white in color? Why this upper triangle of the flag is shorter and the downwards triangle is longer or bigger? How we make the flag of our country, do you know? The flag of our country, how it should be made, it is written in the constitution of our country. It is given in the schedule 1 of the constitution of our country. So it means that being based on the constitution of our country, all the flags of the country are made. Okay, so there is any confusion? If there is any confusion, you can write a note and you can ask me later on. Okay, let's move forward. Now let us talk about the national anthem of our country, Nepal. So now you must have remembered what is the national anthem of our country. So it is सयौं थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली. You know it. So let us talk about our national anthem. So you know the thing that the person over here who is in call, he is none other than Pradeep Kumar Rai, and he has written the national anthem of our country. सयौं थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली, सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली. So what we should know is, first let us talk about what is national anthem. So the national anthem is the main song of a nation which is played in the formal programs and on the special occasions. You all know this. And even we can see that national anthem inculcates a sense of nationalism and love for one's country. So most of the countries in the world, they have national anthem. And even we have national anthem in our country. Let us first talk about Pradeep Kumar Rai. Pradeep Kumar Rai, his literary name is Bakul Maila. Sometime in your examination, the question can be asked, who is the writer of the national anthem of our country? So he is Pradeep Kumar Rai. Sometime you can be asked, what is the literary name of Pradeep Kumar Rai? So it is Bakul Maila. You should know about him. And what you should know is, this our national anthem, Sayau Thunga Fulka Hami, is penned by Pradeep Kumar Rai, or was written by Pradeep Kumar Rai, and it was officially adopted as the national anthem on 3rd August 2007. By the House of Representatives. The new national anthem was selected from a total of 1,272 submissions made from across the country from poets of various backgrounds. So it means that in our country, to choose the best anthem, there was open competition between the poets. They had to submit the song to the certain group of people who were there to choose the anthem for our country, and at last Bakul Maila, he won the competition, and his song was chosen as the anthem, national anthem of our country. And let us talk about the national anthem of our country. You know that the national anthem of our country is simply written. It is simple worded, which praises the sovereignty of the people, which talks about unity among the people who belong to different religion and different caste, and even it talks about peace and progress of our country. It describes the natural beauty of our country. So it means that this national anthem that has been written by Bakul Maila is one of the best national anthem in the world. And another thing what we should know is, in August 2016, you know about BBC. BBC, it is one of the world famous radio that is known as the British Broadcasting Corporation. It has ranked Nepal's national anthem 3rd in its list of Rio 2016. Why it was done so? Because the national anthem of our country has the most amazing musical differences compared to other countries' anthem. So we have to be proud of our national anthem. So it is one of our national pride. So every day whenever we start our school, we sing national anthem, and whenever any formal program is observed, then we start the program with the national anthem. So we all are proud of our national anthem. Now let us move forward to another slide. Oh, sorry, I forgot to talk about Ambar Gurung. So here is the picture of, or here is the snap of Amar Gurung. And Amar Gurung, he is the composer and singer of the national anthem Sayo Tunga Fulka Ami Eutai Mala Nepali. You must have seen his picture before also. Okay, and sometime when I talk about the national anthem of our country these days to the students, that is students, they said that ma'am, before what was the national anthem of our country? So in our country before 2063 there used to be the Rashtriya Gan or national song in our country, and we also used to sing sing that song even when we started the formal program, and when we started our when we used to have the school assembly. Yeah, and at that time we used to sing national song as Sriman Gambira Nepali Prasanda Pratapi Bhupati, and that song was the praising of, or it was in the behalf, or it was written on the behalf of the king, or it was the words of praise for the king. And that national anthem was written by the old person who is here in the picture, and he was none other than Chakrapani Chalise. He was one of the poet, or renowned poet of our country. Now let us move forward to another topic, and the topic is Janicki Temple. So you know about Janicki Mandir or Janicki Temple, and see the picture. It is so grand. It is one of the pride of our country. So you know that Janicki Mandir, it was constructed 100 years back by Queen Brisbane Kumari of Tikamgarh in India. You know about it. And this Janicki Temple, it is constructed in Mughal style. And see the inner part, the before we had the slide, and that was the outer part of the Janicki Temple. Now this shows the inner part of the Janicki Temple, and this is the main temple over here in the middle. And here inside this temple we have the shrine of we have the shrine of Ram and Sita with different other deities. And this is the main part of the Janicki Temple, and it is surrounded by different buildings from the outside. So it means that when we look at the picture, it is so beautifully made. Yeah, so let's move forward. And what we should know is this Janicki Mandir is a Hindu temple. So whenever we talk about Mandir, means it is the holy place of Hindu, and this is in the Mithila region of our country. And this Janicki Temple is the temple of Sita. You know about her. She was born, or she was found, we can say like that, she was found under the ground by King Janak when he was ploughing the field. In her name the temple was constructed, and this temple is fully built in bright white color in the area of 4,860 square feet, and the temple is three-storied, and it is entirely made of stone and marble. And here in this picture you can see the exit door of Janicki Mandir, and see the artistically made lions at the top. Yeah, and see the architect work of Janicki Mandir. It has been so artistically made. And another thing what we should know when we talk about Janicki Mandir is Janicki Mandir is also known as Nau Lakha Mandir, meaning 9 lakhs. So the cost for the construction of the temple was about the same amount of money, that was 9 lakh. So it is also known as Nau Lakha Mandir. And you know about the person who constructed it. It was Queen Brisbane Kumari of Tikamgarh who built the temple. Completely the temple was the completion of the construction of the temple was done in 1910 AD. So it means that almost 100 years back it was constructed. And another thing what we should know is, whenever we talk about Janicki Temple, the masons or the architect to work to construct the Janicki Temple were brought from India, and all of them were Muslim. So it means that before here you can see the figure here in this picture. You can see that in this side here there is a masjid. This building, it is a masjid or mosque. So it means that in our when the Janicki Temple was constructed, at that time the Muslim masons were called from India, and you know that they had their own beliefs, so they had to worship the god, their god Allah. So so before construction of Janicki Temple, this mosque was built, or it was constructed, so that the masons and the architect who were busy, who were involved in the construction of Janicki Temple, they could pray to their god every day. So that mosque is still there after the completion of Janicki Temple too. So see the best example of religious tolerance in our country. In our country, almost in the same compound, we can find Janicki Temple, and on the other hand, we can find the mosque. So it means that in our country, there is religious tolerance. We feel comfortable to live with each other in peace and harmony between the people, between different religions, or the people who belong to different religions. They live in peace and harmony in our country, and the best example is Janicki Temple. In the world, there is no any other example which has the temple and the mosque in almost in the same compound. Okay, so now let's move to another slide. So now see the picture. Can you guess? Already there it is written, it is Mount Everest. So we are proud of it. You know that why we are proud of it? Because it is the highest place in the world. So let us move forward and get some information related to Mount Everest. So you know that Mount Everest lies in Solukhumbu district, and these days, as we have province, lies in the province number 1, and you all know its height. Its height is 8,848 meter, and whenever we talk about the height in feet, it is 29,029 feet. It is easy to understand, easy to remember. And what we should know is, before Mount Everest was named, it was called as Mount 15. Yeah, XV, that is Mount 15. And in Nepali, people, they used to call it as Pandrao Chuli. Okay, now see the picture of the old man. Why the picture of the old man is there in between the talking related to Mount Everest? So this is Itihas Shiromani, or the great historian of our country, Baburam Acharya. He is the person who named Mount Everest as Sagarmatha. Okay, and what does Sagarmatha mean? Sagarmatha in Sanskrit means ocean's mother. Okay, so Sagarmatha in Sanskrit means ocean's mother, and it was Itihas Shiromani Baburam Acharya who named Mount Everest as Sagarmatha, and the word Sagarmatha is being used by us also when we talk about Mount Everest among our people, or among the Nepalese people. Now let's move forward. And who is this guy with the beard? The old person. He is Sir George Everest. He was a British surveyor and a geographer, and he served as a Surveyor General of India from 1830 to 1843 AD. And what we should know is, that once India was ruled by British, so at that time he was there to work in the favor of British government. And at that time he was given the task to measure the height of Mount Everest, but he was not able to do so in his lifetime. His another colleague, he with the help of his other friend was able to find out the height of Mount Everest. But as he laid the foundation for the measurement of Mount Everest, the highest peak of the world has been named after his name as an honor. So now we call it as Mount Everest after the name Sir George Everest. Is there any confusion? Okay, now let's move forward.